if it's a secret purchase, and I know 100% you won't see it on the bank statement.
My favourite modular is probably the modular construction site, which wasn't an official...
That doesn't count. That's Bricklink. You can't count that. Obviously, I've, spent many days and nights wishing I hadn't. Just send me your bank account details, actually. Yeah. Okay. I'm not 100% certain on that, but that's what I think the main reason was.
Hi Lego lovers, we're back for another episode of our podcast. This time we're going to recap everything that's been happening over the past month in the Lego world. Now kind of that time of year where things are just winding down a little bit.
I always think December is a bit of a lull period, really.
It is, but there's still plenty to discuss. We've had some new sets revealed since a month ago, which we're going to talk about. 3 big ones really that are kind of the most obvious.
Yeah, they're the elephants in the room, you could say.
Yeah. So starting back on Black Friday, we had the Avengers Tower released, and what are your thoughts on that set?
I mean, I think we kind of covered it on our 2023 recap video, but for me, the minifigures were a bit of a letdown. To be honest, it's not really something that I'm into.
I mean, I'm the same. Yeah, I'm not really into Avengers hugely. I think if you are, it's a great set, but if you're not, then has less appeal. But it still looks really good in a modular layout. Like, gives great height to a Lego city. For me, the minifigures were a little bit of a letdown, shall we say?
A little bit. We had one fantastic minifigure in that lineup, which was Vision.
Yeah, which was our favourite of last year.
It's one of our best minifigure of 2023. But having one good minifigure in a set doesn't really make up for the others being kind of poor, but just like they just don't stand out.
Yeah, a bit bland for me.
A bit bland, yeah.
I mean, we've had most of those characters before, so if you're new to Marvel, it's a kind of good first set to get a lot of minifigures. Obviously it's over £400, but that brings me on to the question of obviously with Lego, it's kind of getting more and more expensive. Obviously we have inflation, but sets are getting bigger and better, but obviously it comes at a price. What was the most you would pay for a Lego set at retail? What's the most you have paid?
Ooh, that's a good question, Graham. In terms of the most I could spend, I think... Well, actually, I think the question is maybe not what I'd be prepared to spend, but what would our, wives and girlfriends be prepared to spend? Yeah. Or be prepared to let us spend? I think that's the big question.
Well, it's a secret purchase then. So you own a private bank account.
Okay, if it's a secret purchase, and I know 100% that she won't see it on the bank statement, probably say, I mean, it's hard to justify anything over 4 figures, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
I think with the highest price Lego set, with the highest price sets Lego makes now, which are kind of in the £750 to £600 range, I think I could comfortably spend that if it was a set, if it was like my absolute dream set and I really wanted it. But right now, the current kind of highest price Lego sets for me, they don't really entice me in. I think I might, before it retires, be tempted to buy the Titanic set because I think that would just look fantastic on a shelf. Yeah. And I think I probably could let myself buy that. Yeah. But I couldn't go in much higher than that. Yeah.
600 is your limit then, basically.
Yeah. How about for you, Graham?
I think the most I've spent is I bought the Death Star, the UCS one, the latest one. Just when it was retiring, that was about 380. I bought Ninjago City Docks for 410. So I think 400 is kind of my limit. I'd probably go up to 500. But I probably wouldn't really want to spend a huge amount more than that.
Yeah, I think in terms of the most I've actually ever spent on a Lego set, I don't think it's that much. I think I bought I think it was 2019, Christmas 2019, when the Christmas X-Wing was given out.
Okay, I know it, yeah.
I did buy one of those, which I think was probably around 300 to 280.
Sounds like a good deal at the time.
Yeah.
And what happened to those? What happened to that set?
I did sell it, yeah. I did sell it, and I forever wished I hadn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you buy more than one of those?
I actually had 3 of them, believe it or not. I let them all kind of slip through my hands.
All, basically.
Yeah, I sold them all, but obviously I, spent many days and nights wishing I hadn't. But I know that there will come a time when I hope I can get my hands back on that set.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
To build or just to keep?
I think I just want to keep it.
Just have it and just
kind of plastic, hard plastic box. So I can just
bulletproof glass.
Yeah, bulletproof glass. So I can just have it, sitting on the shelf. That I can just look at because the box art on that set is just absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, if anyone has one, they're prepared to let it go for cheap. Do let me know.
Yeah.
Just send me your bank account details. Actually, yeah.
Okay. So we move on to the next big set that's been released since.
Yeah, the Natural History Museum. I know you've got some thoughts on this, Graham.
I mean, for me, obviously, I like modulars. Most people will say they like modulars. For me, and I know a lot of people on the internet were saying that it's the best modular ever. They're really, really excited. For me, when I found out it was going to be the biggest ever and it was going to be a natural history museum, I was obviously thrilled. I was really looking forward to it. I mean, it's a really good set, but I did feel just a little bit disappointed. I don't know. I think it's just I was expecting because Assembly Square was the last big one.
Yep.
And that kind of brought us something up like a bit of a different design, whereas I feel the Natural History Museum, they kind of played it safe and it doesn't really bring anything new. Sure, it's really, really good and I'd probably definitely buy it, but yeah, I just wanted something just a bit different.
Okay, did you have anything in mind for that?
Well, my favourite modular is probably the modular construction site, which wasn't an official...
That doesn't count, that's Bricklink, you can't count that.
Okay, but as I was saying, say it does count. It's still a great set, even though it's not an official thing.
Okay.
Just it's a bit different. It's like a building under construction. Just kind of brings a bit more variety into a city layout, and kind of gives you a lot more play possibilities with that set, I think.
I do know what you mean, because with the Lego modulars, on the box, they show them all in a row, basically. But if I had a Lego city, a big Lego city, which I don't, obviously I hopefully will have one day, but I would never put them in a row like that. It just looks kind of quite unnatural, you know what I mean?
As in you'd never get those buildings together?
Yeah, I wouldn't never put them on the same street. I sort of break them up, add a bit to them, put a bit of kind of street furniture around them, I guess.
Well, mods are kind of for lazy builders who just don't really want to design their own thing. They just can build something that connects into what they already have.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. But, anyway, I still would have said I probably will buy.
Yep. Right, so finally on to the last set, which is the Lego Orient Express, which I believe is releasing on the 1st of December. Is that right?
Yeah, you're right there.
Yep. Great, thanks for clarifying that, Graham. So... yeah, it's the final Lego idea set of the year, and one that changed quite a lot from the original project. What are your thoughts on this, Graham?
I think, if you're a real train aficionado, you are quite disappointed at the moment, because the original project was very true to life and accurate to one of the Orient Express trains that was used. There were many. There wasn't just one locomotive that was used as the Orient Express. And it was very large, very detailed, and I think it was a true train lover's train, if you know what I mean.
The Lego Ideas project had a much bigger, much more detailed engine, which Lego has kind of scaled back quite a lot to the point where...
They did that so it could fit on the tracks. That's one of the reasons.
No, well, they could have made it longer. It doesn't have to be wide. It could have been longer.
I think they had to change some of the part use to make it to make it go along a track.
They could have done it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure they could have done it. But they've scaled it back to where it basically just looks like a blue version of the Hogwarts Express engine. Yeah, it's a blue Hogwarts Express, basically.
Basically is. It's a bit of a weird one because...
well, they did that Actually, I think the main reason they did that, Graham, was because they wanted to introduce another carriage. They wanted to have 2 carriages because from what I've heard, the people who kind of own the IP, they wanted 2 carriages to kind of show off more of the interior of the train. Yeah. I'm not 100% certain on that, but that's what I think the main reason was.
That's interesting. I haven't heard that, but yes. Okay. I understand that because I guess when you think of Orient Express, you think of the interior luxury. You don't actually necessarily think of the train.
Exactly, yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, to me, the original submission and the set we're actually getting don't even look to be related. Like, if I didn't know the backstory, I wouldn't think they were the same thing or they're even related. So it's like, yeah, I think if you're gonna like have a system where you make sets based on fan submissions, you kind of have to be true to the original design because you're just going to annoy people, and people want their set made. Like that fan designer doesn't want a different set made that isn't his.
You vote for a set because you want that Lego set, don't you? You don't want like something.
You don't compromise with
completely different, do you?
Yeah.
But at the same time, there currently aren't many train sets being sold by Lego, so I still think it's going to satisfy a lot of people who have
a casual train lover. I think will like it.
Or someone who has a city and they want to or a big train layout and they want to add another train.
It can't be motorised. That's as well the downside.
I have seen videos.
People do it, but it's not designed to. Yeah.
But you can do it.
But it looks good on the shelf as well. I think a lot of people might just buy it.
Yeah.
For the display value.
It is expensive though, very expensive. I think. For the amount of pieces you're getting, I think it's £300 here. It might be for $300.
Okay.
I'm not sure either way. It's very expensive. Yeah. Kind of puts me off buying it, but I probably will do. But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so that wraps up the main official Lego kind of releases we've had over the past month.
Yep.
We have, for those of you who are fans of the Bricklink Designer Program, I know I'm a big fan of it. We did get the 5 finalists from Series 3 announced. And yeah, some really interesting sets. I like
I'll just bring them up, yeah.
I mean, I like the Designer Program because it does give us sets we probably wouldn't get through official channels.
Yeah. I think, I've never ordered any Bricklink sets, but there's definitely some good ones in this round.
Yeah, I mean the Forest Stronghold, the Forestman themed set, is one that a lot of people are going to want to buy, and I think that's going to go very, very quickly. I remember, I bought my Bricklink story. Should I go into that?
Go ahead, yeah.
I mean, I think the first ones I bought, I missed the very first round. I think that was back in 2019. I think it was 2021, I believe it was. We had Cast from the Forest. And that was a set that sold out in, I think, like 15 minutes. I somehow managed to get one.
Yeah.
Last minute, I didn't even know it was going ahead, the sale. I just happened to go onto the Bricklink site.
Right place at the right time, wasn't it?
Exactly that. I remember the adrenaline rush of just managing to clinch one.
Yeah, like so panicking as you type your credit card details in.
Yeah.
Like that, your hands were shaking.
Yeah, sweating, everything.
Yeah.
But I think this set's going to go probably just as quick. So it's something, you need to put it in your calendar now. It's not going to happen until October. Obviously, we'll notify you near the time. But yeah, it's one you want to be on the ball with, I think, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I've only just seen these now, just before we started filming this, and the Forest Stronghold does look good. It is good. Obviously, it'll go well with there was another Bricklink set. There was a castle, I think. And
yeah, I just talked about it, Castle in the Forest.
Okay, well, I don't know that. And also, it'll go well with the Lion Knight's castle as well. But yeah, it doesn't. I think it's good. It doesn't wow me. But I think the one I'm most interested in is the Harbour Master's office, because it kind of gives me like old fishing store sort of vibes.
Yeah, going well with your fishing
behind
store.
Me, yeah. Which is actually one of my favourite all-time Lego sets. So that one interests me.
Yeah.
The others, they're good, but I can easily pass on them.
The Lost City does look really cool. Obviously, the images they've given us will change the designs will be tweaked. That is the
Okay.
next period.
But how
Between now-
close are they to? How close will they look generally?
Well, closer than the Orient Express looks to its
Okay.
submission, so that would be a positive.
Okay.
I think there's less.
So you're not going to order a Forest Stronghold and end up with like a sort of
a Gringotts.
a Gringotts, yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, based on like the previous ones, they have stuck a bit more closely to what was envisaged by the fan designer.
Okay, well, we've got that to look forward to. So you'll be able to get your hands on them from October 2024, is that right?
Yeah, so long wait, but there are other Bricklink sets coming out before then.
Yeah.
Next one's on February.
I guess they've got a long product cycle,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, okay. So there we have it. That brings us to the end of this episode of the podcast. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of the free sets we talked about. And if you've got any experience with the Bricklink sets, again, we'd love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you in the next video. Please do subscribe, like and comment. It really does help us out. So it's bye from me.
That's bye from me.